Well, hello there. Welcome into another Coach's Corner where we are talking this month about working women aging gracefully. If you don't know me, my name is Gina Ramirez. I am a working woman, just like a lot of you guys out there, and I am your guide to help you get through the chaos that tends to be our life. As a certified health coach and licensed therapist, I love talking mind, body, behavior, wellness. And this topic today about enlightenment or entrapment really spoke to me. It caught my eye, and I thought, I got to bring this. I got to bring this up as we're talking about intermittent fasting today. Was the topic that I had in mind, but you know what? We're going to tie it all in together because aging gracefully for working women is hard. It is so difficult out there to look good and feel good as we get older, but then pile on the fact that we have so much stress, right, as working women because we are typically moms, we're co-workers, we're sisters, we're daughters. We have all these different plates that are spinning in the air that cause a lot of stress for many of us. And oh, by the way, the holidays are coming up in case you forgot, which is going to be something else to pile on top of what we're already doing, ladies. So I just need to come in here. You know, the Coach's Corner is a time for us to chat about all things for working women and talk today about, are you creating a life that is conducive to enlightenment, that creates enlightenment for you, or entrapment? And we go through this, it's a cycle, right? If we create enlightenment, it creates this positive energy and this cycle of positivity. And you feel fantastic, you look fantastic, you're doing all the right things, and it creates momentum. We talked about momentum a couple of weeks ago as far as aging gracefully goes, right? The opposite is true. If you are in the negative spin of things, it can create entrapment, where we feel literally trapped by the choices that we make. And again, it's this cycle, it's this circle that continues on. It's really hard to break. It's really hard to jump out of that when we've got so much going on in a day that we hardly have room to breathe. Most of us don't have room for that delicious exhale that I love to talk about, where we have breathing room. We feel like we have the space for creativity, the time for self-care. Not many people have that, especially working women who are doing all the things all the time. And oh, by the way, yes, holidays are coming soon. So we need to honor where we're at, but I just want you to take a look, take a notice, become self-aware. Are you creating a life that creates that enlightenment for you, that creates that positive energy, that joyful energy that other people want to be around? Or are you stuck in entrapment, in that cycle of negativity, in those choices that are causing you to go down a path of negativity? And what do I mean by that? Well, let's talk about intermittent fasting. Let's tie that in because that was the topic for today. If those of you who are getting my newsletter, I said we're talking intermittent fasting today, so I'm tying this all in with entrapment. When we feel like we are choosing food without giving our body that break, that rest, it becomes entrapping. And what food are you choosing? We've got to give the body a break from eating. Okay, that's the thing that I want you to hear when we talk about intermittent fasting. That's what it is. It's the time window where you are eating and a time window where you are not eating. Why is this important when it comes to enlightenment or entrapment? When we give the body space to digest and rest, which is happening when we're not eating, right? We're digesting and resting. It creates a space for enlightenment, creativity, things to feel open and easy and in flow. And that's what I want for you to consider. If you're not doing this already, where you're holding space, where there's not any digestion or not any food coming in, okay? So your body gets that rest. It can take those bad cells out, right? Autophagy, get rid of the bad cells. It strengthens the good cells within the body and helps you to manage your weight. All good things. And by the way, it's free. when we're doing intermittent fasting. So you can't go wrong with that, right? If you want to create more enlightenment in your life, less feeling of entrapment, especially when you think about what your relationship to food is. And we talk a lot about this in my wellness community. What is your relationship to food? Again, that idea of entrapment. If your cravings are so big and so strong that you feel like you can't get out of them, okay, that's a problem, right? We need to take a look at that. We need to stop and take a look there. If your cravings are so strong, lots of sweets, right? Lots of carbs, what's going on there? And if you cut that out, what might that do to your body? How might that make you feel? It might make you panic in the beginning, right? Intermittent fasting might make you panic in the beginning where you've got a window where you're not eating. But I promise, as you make that window larger and larger, baby steps, right? We're not going to step into an 18-hour fast on your first day. No. Let's start 12-hour fast. How about that? That's doable, right? 12 hours where you can eat, 12 hours where you're not eating. Start there. And most of that time is when you're sleeping. So even better, right? Even better if you're asleep and you don't recognize it. Try intermittent fasting, you guys, especially for working women who are aging gracefully, because it gives our body that break. It gives our body a chance to clean up, to rejuvenate, to get those human growth hormones working for us. We need the all the things, right, to look younger and feel younger. So that takes giving the body a break and a chance to catch up and do the cleaning up that it needs to do on the inside. All right, friends, if you have questions about intermittent fasting or how to start or what it means, all the things, get to the playlist, and I'll leave a link to the playlist down below so that you can see all the things about intermittent fasting so we don't dive into that too deep. Until next week's Coach's Corner, that'll be the last in the series of Aging Gracefully for Working Women. I will see you then. Have a great week and be well.